On Amiga on Pro Tracker or something.
I did a few Amiga things, yeah.
Using Pro Tracker or
no,
coding?
I was all it was all the same. It was hand coding. The stuff I did on Amiga was it was basically very similar to that, but in 68,000.
Did you use the same routines and just change the tables for each game?
I tried to, what I tried to do was between all, when I was doing a lot of stuff towards the,
various machines,
yeah. I would try to keep, all the, see that says, patch, lead 2, and then SB is a semi-brief. There's A1, which is the note, pitch A1.
Yeah.
And so it plays like, 4 of them, plus it repeats. How boring is that, But it was, I can't remember what this is. Here's a thing here, which is a melody thing. It says flute, square wave, semi-quaver, G3, res G3 quaver, which is a eighth note, G4, semi-quaver, 16th note, G3. Repeat. So what I used to do between all the Z80 machines and the Amigas and stuff was I used to try to keep the data format the same.
Okay.
Which meant, to help me do the port. And then I would just basically work on, the only thing I really had to do was work on changing all the patches, the synth patches.
Okay, but your code was, if you made...
it would read the same. The source code would read this and put it into whatever format was appropriate.
And in the next game you would use the same routines, just change these tables? Or did you make also changes to the player routines?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because, like on... like certain games like Delta had this kind of a Philip Glass thing going on with these little riffs that just went on and changed and morphed around. So I had to alter the player to do these nested, further levels of nested, routines to play these little riffs. Otherwise, it would get loads and loads to get too much data,
Oh yes.
And, sometimes I did a game on the Amstrad, and the guy says, I said, how much memory have you got? He says, I have 512 bytes free. So I said, that's just for data. No, that's for everything. Okay, you have 512 bytes free for music and the code. Okay.
Not much.
Okay, so when it comes to something like that, you say, okay, well, what are my biggest routines? Okay, then you have this big, big vibrato routine. You get a pencil, delete.
Yeah.
See how much memory that saves you, right?
Yeah.
Then you say, well, okay, if I can put if I can get a token around that, put another little, a byte token around that and repeat that so many times, then that means I can save like another 8 bytes there. And so you do all this stuff and squeeze it in, I mean, I think that I did one thing on the Amstrad that was like 512. The smallest one I ever did on a C64 was like 1K. So that was for everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes they wanted sound effects as well.
And how do you set regular player routine for 18 versions?
Oh, I don't know. I mean.